My hair looks crazy right now. I was told by my hairdresser to do it like this, do my makeup, and then brush it out to get like the most beautiful like curl wave things. So ignore that, but I'm going to a gala tonight, and I have been obsessed with Bryn on TikTok having this upturned eyeliner tutorial. And I'm kind of going all out for this. Like, I have a beautiful red lip I want to wear. I have a full sequin gown with a huge slit. It's gonna look beautiful, and the person I'm going with told me like just go all out. So I figured this is the perfect time to try an upturned eyeliner. I'm very nervous and very scared, but I have my tape, and I'm gonna try to do my eyes first today and do an upturned eyeliner. It is that low. Okay, let me like adjust. Oh, I never use tape on my eyes. I'm gonna start with that. Oh, I think I'm supposed to put it on my back hand a little bit and get the sticky off. That looks like it'll do what I want it to do. Okay, I'm gonna start with a little bit of concealer. I used to only do my eyes before I did my base, and then something changed, and now I just do not do my eyes before my base ever. So we're gonna return to 2017 Megan and do my eyes before my base. It feels so weird having tape right over here. I guess I have to put enough to make sure that there is concealer all the way. Oh my god, this kind of hurts my fucking eye though. Just setting that down with some powder. The one deviation I'm gonna make is that Bryn seems to use a liquid liner first. I'm not. I'm gonna use all powders. I'm gonna use this Stone Cold Fox palette from ColourPop, which is all cool tones. And I'm gonna try it that way. I just personally don't love liquid liner on me. It makes me anxious, and I'm already going to an event with famous people, so I don't need to be any more anxious than I already am. Okay, I'm gonna start right with some dark black. Hold the phone. Okay, I just did a little bit of black. I'm just gonna blend it out with I'm gonna pull it in about like 2/3 of the way to my eye. I'm gonna go with a slightly lighter brown. I'm gonna use Truffles from this palette if anyone has it. I can already tell y'all I'm not a fan of the tape, but I think I'm a fan of what it's doing. Just a little bit more because I kind of want to pull that all the way into the eye. Okay, I'm gonna take an even fluffier brush. I'm gonna take a lighter shade. I'm gonna use the shade Enigma if we have this palette. If you don't have this palette, just use a light taupey shade. Throw that in the crease. I'm gonna take Quarry Days, which is another brown. Add that a little bit up here. Okay, and I'm gonna go back in with my first one and Rock Bottom, which is the black shade in this palette. I'm just gonna build that up. And I'm gonna take just a little bit on this angle brush and stamp it very close to the lower lash line. All right, let's see how this looks. I kind of don't hate it. It's like very big, and I think I need to add a lot more. Whoa, that hurt my fucking eye though. I'm gonna fix this up a little bit, but I do like kind of how it's going. I'm gonna take Rock Bottom with this little brush and kind of just fill in this area here. It's like really not bad. All right, we're gonna start with primer today. I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. It does look nice though. Like the eyeshadow does look so nice. All right, Bryn, I knew you wouldn't steer me wrong, girl. Also, Bryn is like one of the makeup artists or like the TikTok influencers, whatever the fuck we call it. I call them all makeup artists. You can do something with makeup that's art. That I follow that just like makes me want to post on TikTok more. I know like right now I have it kind of segregated that my TikTok is just for history content, and then I feel more comfortable posting both on my Instagram because I have like less of a following and I feel like people care less. People on TikTok are fucking vicious, and I think one time I posted like makeup and they're like, ugly. For foundation, I'm going to be using a long wearing foundation. This is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in the shade Mont Blanc, and it looks phenomenal, and I think it's one of those foundations that just like looks better the longer you wear it. I wore it to Sephora and truly like my skin looked phenomenal the whole time. I'm not gonna use a whole bunch of this because I am gonna be wearing this probably for like at least 6 hours. So I'm not gonna put a lot of it on my face because I want my natural skin to shine through, and I also don't want it to like cake up or glob up. Not that this foundation does it, but I just want to highlight my skin the best that I can. I love the finish of this foundation. I love how natural it looks. I love how it blends. I have never had a bad foundation day, or I've never felt like I've never had a bad makeup day when I wear this foundation. Just taking a nondescript concealer, because I don't support the brand, but I'm not gonna throw out a product and be wasteful. Over here, and just to highlight a little bit, always hit the nose. The nose for me is where my foundation migrates off my face first. And I don't love that. Take this opportunity to really clean up that wing over there. Oh, gorge. For bronzer, I'm going to be using my favorite bronzer of the moment. This is from Persona Cosmetics. This is their new shade Mojave. This is perfect for fair to light skin tones, and it is very, very neutral. I had been using Dune, as you guys probably have seen on my Instagram and even on here, for a while, but it pulled a little bit warm, which was great in the summer, but I really, really love a more neutral bronze. So they came out with this shade, and it's absolutely perfect, and I have not been able to stop wearing it because I love the formula, and it blends out super, super nicely. I'm using it on their power brush, the original power brush, because they have some new ones now. And it may look a little, like it looks a little crazy on the camera, at least in the viewfinder, but in person this looks very, very natural. I do just hate like the idea or the feeling of having like helmet head. So I'm just gonna take the butt of my beauty blender and just kind of really meld the bronzer and the foundation together up there. And then I'm just gonna take the, where I use a concealer, and just clean up a little bit underneath my bronzer to make kind of a more of a defined line. For blush, I have had this card from Danessa Myricks with like 6 blushes, and I've used 2 and I've loved them. So today I'm going to use the shade Rose in Brunch. So this is their Yummy Skin blush, and I used the last 2 shades. They were super, super incredible, so beautiful. So I only need a little bit of this. So I'm gonna take a little bit, whatever's on the top of the card, on that same Persona brush, and we're just gonna start building it out. Yeah, it's good that I went with like a rosier shade, because I think it's really bringing the life back into my face that I needed. And even though we put the eyeshadow down, I'm just tapping over the eyeshadow, because you don't just stop blushing or anything over there because you have eyeshadow, so we should bring it up into it. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna set with some powder first with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I'm gonna set the areas of my face where I know I tend to rub off my foundation, which is my T-zone essentially. I'm setting a lot more of my face than I normally do because I am going out with this. Normally I just like stay home and chill in my makeup, but since I'm going out, I am going to go in with a little bit of eyeshadow and just do something on the lower lash line, because I'm looking at it and it just needs a little something something. So I'm gonna go back in with Rock Bottom, which is that black shade, on the side of this brush. I'm just gonna kind of continue the trajectory of that line and connect it. I'm gonna do a little bit of inner corner highlight. I think I'm gonna take the shade Idk I because it's like a champagne. Sometimes you really just do need a bright, bright inner corner highlight. For highlighter, we're gonna go back now and do highlighter. I'm using from KJH brand her highlighter kit. So I'm gonna take the pot, which is light pink, take a little bit of her serum, and then we're gonna use her brush. We're gonna kind of mix her all up, get her nice and saturated on the brush. And how I'm liking to apply this personally is I'm gonna tap it in, you see how bright it is, and then take my finger and tap the rest of it out. I don't like using the brush to do all of it, because maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I feel like sometimes it picks up the product on my face, and I don't love that. Okay, and then I'm gonna set all of this down with a setting spray. Right now I'm going through the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray just because we got a little sample at Sephora, and I like to use the little ones before I use the big ones. I'm gonna do some mascara now. I'm gonna use my favorite mascara. This is from Tower 28. This is the Make Waves mascara. I have the shade Jet, and I have a little sample because they gave me like a million samples at Sephora when I told them it was my favorite mascara, and yeah, I'm not wrong about that. We're gonna saturate near the root of the lash with the one side of the mascara. Gonna flip her over. We're gonna build out length. Using that technique with one coat of mascara, we have hella long lashes. And then the last thing we're gonna do is lips. And I'm gonna take an artist pencil from Makeup Forever. This is in Limitless Brown. I'm gonna lightly line my lips with this. And then we're gonna take this NARS liquid lipstick in the shade Star Woman. This is beautiful red. we're gonna take off most of the product here because a little bit goes a very long way. It's thin, but it's transfer proof and it's red. And yeah, this is the finished look. I look good, y'all. I should have taken this shirt off before I did my makeup, but anyway, this is the Gala makeup. This is really good, and this like upturned eyeliner, I think you've made me a believer. I think I'm a believer now. Thank you guys so much for watching this random chatty tutorial, I guess, me trying upturned liner. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to. I'll see you in the next video.